Good afternoon.
Hi.
So I'm on the general rates qualification. And
You're most welcome to sit down if you want to.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And thank you for this opportunity to present a submission. To receive a letter a few weeks ago suggesting our rates may go up 25% after a rates increase of 6% for the past rating year was not amusing. Our rates are already high. This is happening during a period when inflation in New Zealand is 0.1%. There was no prior publicity for the possible changes, and the reasons given in the letter were rather obscure. The March 2014 revaluation, the first after 6 years, shows residential values rose by 16%, while commercial and rural properties rose only by 9%. Increasing the rates on these small blocks, I believe, will increase the demand for further subdivision. This in turn will encourage more commercialisation and limit the production of the rich soils surrounding Christchurch. These soils require little, if any, irrigation to be highly productive. Areas 5 hectares or greater could simply be land banks and non-productive. These circumstances would need to be fairly addressed, I believe. So I believe that those making productive use of these top quality soils would not be penalised with higher rates. We have few services and high maintenance, weed control, drainage problems to contend with. And I would like to point out that on this land, at the moment, at this time and present time, even harvesting grass from these soils is a simple way to contribute to the gross domestic product. And I don't know if people are aware of that, but it's quite profitable actually. To say that you can't do anything on these little blocks is really a bit negative really. But getting back to the drains, I've got drains almost around my plate, right around my 8.5 acres. So the cost of that is quite enough. But into the bargain, the drains under our McSavney's Road are both blocked, and we're negotiating with your council to try and get them repaired. So when we get that repaired, we might be in a different mood. I'm not sure. Thank you.
The question that I've asked is, the purpose of this was, I mean, it was called a rural differential, but it was to favour farmers. So are you actively farming your
I believe
block?
so, definitely.
Right.
Yeah.
So if the rules remained the same, then you would feel confident if we were assessing whether that rule was being... I mean,
Yeah,
let's be blunt. The real reason for this is that there are some people who've got lifestyle residential blocks who are claiming a differential that they're not entitled to.
I agree.
Right.
I agree. Absolutely. Good.
All right, Yanni?
Thank you for your submission. It's great that you've raised the issue of highly productive soils. I just want to check, are you engaged in the district plan review process and making submissions?
No, not really, no.
And I mean, I'm just really curious why, because it's an issue that hasn't been raised.
Oh, okay.
And we are rezoning a lot of that land for housing, regardless of the fact that they are productive.
That's true.
Yeah, but that's not really related to the LTP. Might be a point that you'd like to...
Well,
perhaps you could talk about it offline, because...
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure that Yanni's trying to be helpful in terms of encouraging you to make a submission on the district plan
actually
review.
wider than that. What I'm really interested in is that we're losing a whole bunch of productive soils
This is
in
the
our city.
LTP.
I know it's the LTP, but the LTP matches the infrastructure with the land use. So if we're spending millions of dollars providing infrastructure to enable the land use, and we've got submissions saying they're concerned about the incentives for land use, but because of our rating system, then I think it's an important question to explore, which is really, should we be doing more work through our levels of service or our activity management plans at understanding the value of those productive soils when it comes to decisions around our spend on infrastructure and our use of land use?
Oh, I think so. I mean, you've got all that land out east there, which to me is top quality land. I can hardly bear to think that it's being, well, at the moment it looks just a mess, frankly, and it's producing nothing. And anyway, I'm a farmer, you know. So that's how I see it.
Good on you.
But, oh, well, you could grow grass, as I said. You could fatten stock there, no trouble at all.
There's plenty that could be done. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
Councillor Goff, I'm going to send you home now that I brought you in. Are you happy to stay? All right. I just want to say that, you know, he is very sick and very committed, and thank you for being here. Well, that's why I was going to send him home, but anyway. Jen Evans, Hamish Evans, and Poppy Evans.